Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Invisible War Blind. So, let's proceed into the village.
I have to see your Arcology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
I actually just left the Arcology, but...
I have to see your Arcology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
Okay, so just a job advertisement. Ah, okay, that's I was intrigued by that because I don't think I've ever seen this particular photo before, and most of the photos I've seen as part of the level design was actually a copy of the same exact picture, so I was instantly intrigued.
I'm gonna have to order you to take a hike!
By this, and I guess it's her husband. It's weird that it's actually labeled. I wonder if it's going to be a target of some quest or something. Ah, it's Queequeg's, the other coffee shop.
Well, someone new in the Medina. Don't worry about catching the plague at my little coffee stand. We are a high priority zone for the bots, and we sterilize our equipment with infrasound.
That's good to hear.
People come to the old city to find the black market. Is that why you risk getting infected?
Security must be pretty non-existent around here. Is there a lot of crime?
Not my concern. There is always strife. I asked because I can make a deal for someone who could get into the new Cairo Arcology and do Queequegs a favor.
I'm listening.
The regional director has been disappointed in my profits since the intensification of Nanite Swell 11. I lose the shop if I can't find a way to impress him.
What am I supposed to do?
NG Resonance is playing a concert in the Arcology tomorrow. I need someone to convince her to endorse Queequegs. From what I hear, her manager, Miss Withers, can easily be bribed. Try to catch her waiting for NG and offer her some money. If she accepts, I will compensate you with a choice of several weapon mods, which I found on a dead Omar.
Miss Withers, huh? I'll let you know if I run into her.
To be honest, I would definitely prefer to have the biomod canister from the other guy, but then again, this guy probably needs my help more, so I'll think about it, but at the moment I'm too poor to bribe anyone, so it's more of a theoretical discussion, if anything else.
Just taking a break.
A helipad, interesting. Ah, so that's the other pilot. I guess she got out of the WTO custody. And I guess if I went with her instead of my guy, I would have been landed here instead of inside the Arcology. Okay, there's...
Stand back, SSC on duty.
Okay, I came from here. Medina apartment, mosque. Okay, so this actually brings me to a completely different zone of the city, which I would like to avoid because that means a loading screen. Instead I'll explore this part fully at first.
I have tried again and again to get accepted into the Arcology. I guess I do not have the right pedigree to live with you rich types. My daughter is always sick. We are people just like you. My daughter is always sick. We're sick of you Arcology types coming out here, pointing and laughing like this is a theme park or a zoo.
I'm not sightseeing. I have business here.
We have no choice but to stay here. We don't get to go back inside your atmospheric barriers at the end of the day.
I don't live in the Arcology.
Our children can't sleep at night because they can't breathe this filth, but that's about to change. You look like you've got more than enough credits to buy breathers for our families.
Okay, they're kind of guilt-tripping me. Like, obviously I would like to help them if what they are telling me is true, but the way they approached me is not really polite. Like, it's pretty much extortion, only it's dressed in a more pretty, you know, in more pretty language. If they just straight up begged for it, like, I'm not even using it in a derogatory sense. I'm not saying that they would need to say something like, "Oh, you great and powerful person, please help us." I'm just saying, you know, regularly ask for it, ask for my money because they need it for their children or something. I would probably give it to them, but this, I don't think we should be encouraging this kind of behavior. But then again, I also don't think we should go around knocking out random beggars with you know, with our fists or batons. But this is a video game and it runs on a video game logic of sorts, so this response is kind of cruel, but I'm not going to kill them. I'm just going to knock them out.
Don't worry, your children are about to inherit your breathers.
What a fool.
Stick together, we can handle this.
Okay, I already have a bolt caster myself, so don't really need it. It's interesting that the bodies can't land on one another. I guess it's a model issue, you know, of clipping and stuff. Okay, this leads me to the greenhouse, which is definitely a place I need to go to, because it's in one of my plot objectives. But interesting. This definitely seems like a place that would lead to somewhere. Okay, that's not really done too well. I can basically see the textureless void. But this place kind of intrigues me. Like, it seems like there should be something here. Some kind of a secret or, you know, some items. Because otherwise, why would this place even exist? But I don't really see anything. And I think I'll explore the rest of the city first, before going to Nassif's greenhouse, because that might inadvertently proceed the plot. So yeah, let me check the map first, just in case. Okay, I don't really have the map for the Medina. I only have the map for the for the Arcology. Okay. Oh, wait. Is that Leo Jankowski?
Chicago. Someone
Yeah.
put you on my tail? You're a long way from home.
I'm on Dr. Nassif's tail, the program we came out of, Apostle Corps. It's based here in Cairo.
Apostle Corps?
The scientist who ran our training. Tarsus was a front.
Oh, this is some coincidence. Either there's a contract on my head.
Or maybe the Omar have an interest in the program that created us too. What do they have you doing out here?
I told you before. Protection.
Protection from what?
Anybody. A lot of people don't like Omar. Most people think they're freaks. Right now, supposedly, these Knights Templar fanatics are planning a raid. So I'm waiting for them.
All by yourself?
That's my assignment, but these cyborgs can fight when they have to. I just wish we had a better tip, like when the raid's gonna happen. Then maybe I could get some sleep.
Who tipped you off to begin with?
Someone in the village. But the Templar command is in the Arcology. They have a recruiting kiosk there. We can't move people into New Cairo too easily.
I have an Arcology pass. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Yeah? If it was me, I'd sneak up on the place and eavesdrop. Omar's schematics show a vent near the Tarsus School on 107, West Wall. One of the shafts leads to the kiosk. You could listen from inside the shaft. Be careful, though. Arcology support systems are secured against pests, whether transgenic or human.
Okay,
One
so
thing I am is dependable.
that's interesting. I guess that explains
No
what
sign of trouble so far.
what the vents were for in the Arcology. I definitely would like to explore that, if not for any other reason than to learn more about.
A Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight.
Okay, now that sound in the background there is interesting because it very much sounded like the Muslim call to prayer. I don't remember the proper name for it. I'll probably link it in the description. But basically, whenever because Muslims are required by their faith to actually pray 5 times a day. So whenever there's a time to pray, they have this call from the tower of the mosque, which I believe is called a minaret. This call to prayer, and it's always very sort of melodic. And I wonder if it's just a background piece, as in, I wonder if it's an actual sound that's happening in the universe, or is it only a background piece of the soundtrack to sort of immerse you in your surroundings? Because earlier I was wondering if there are any actual Muslims still around, if anyone still believes in the old world religions, and I guess if it is an actual Muslim call to prayer, then that would answer my question.
One thing I am is dependable. No sign of trouble so far.
Okay, let's talk to the Omar.
You sure got a prime location for your business here.
We appreciate your resourcefulness in seeking us out.
I guess we'll see if it was worth my time and effort.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You are a welcome customer, having helped us in the past. Perhaps you can offer your services once more.
Go on, I'm interested in doing business. I heard you know where I can find a cure for the plague.
Yes, a cure has been developed by Arcology scientists in the night counter-agent for aerial dispersal. We believe the research is in a private facility leased by the Templars in the Flight Bay 24 on Arcology level 110.
Sounds like a valuable invention. Why aren't they manufacturing it?
Unclear. Perhaps you would be interested in investigating. The Omar can provide access to the air terminal in exchange for accepting a mercenary assignment.
Sure.
We desire schematic data on a new product being developed at that facility. Exoskeletal armor commissioned by the Knights Templar. A potential combat threat to our organization.
How do I get in?
First, you'll need a pass to enter the Arcology proper. Take this one.
Thanks.
Then talk to the woman in the air terminal information booth. She works for us. We will tell her that you are coming. Say to her simply that you have a friend in common. Once inside the terminal, locate the armor and upload the schematic. You will also find your cure.
Okay. What are you selling?
I have 2 black market biomod canisters which enable non-PSOCAM functionality. Also, 3 concussion prox mines which you can plant on any flat surface to be detonated by movement within close range. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half price.
Okay, I would definitely want the biomods, but obviously I'm really poor at the moment.
No thanks.
As you wish.
See something.
A Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of...
Scan complete. You are only minimally biomodified. We can help correct this.
One thing I am is dependable.
It's interesting that the Omar actually consider the fact that I have, they do notice that I have biomods, but to them, I am, not properly utilizing them because I have too few of them.
No more congestion. No more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11. You, sir. You look like a discriminating person. Someone who knows innovation when he sees it.
Where are you going with this?
Are you tired of breathers? Are you sick of the Plague 11 cough? Have you had it with dizzy spells? I want to tell you about an amazing new elixir.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I really don't.
Combining ancient herbal remedies with state-of-the-art nanopathology research, we have produced the first and only anti-Plague 11 tonic, and infused it into this special cola drink to make it a delicious way to fight the effects of the nanite cloud. Vitatech Cure 11.
Yeah, that's fascinating, but...
Today only, we're offering a special price. Would you like to make a purchase?
Nope.
No thanks.
You owe it to yourself and your family to purchase the only real Plague 11 cure.
I haven't seen you before. Welcome to our small Medina.
Hi, name's Alex.
Pardon the simplicity of this drawing, but I like to give newcomers a map so they can find their way around. The local business owners are always complaining that they don't get enough foot traffic.
Thanks. That's very thoughtful.
Yeah, it actually is. Anything to add? I guess no. And I guess this leads back to the mosque, which is the other exit you've seen before. Now, I'm actually getting a lot of tasks to be completed back at the Arcology, but what I think I'm going to do is to sort of complete my rounds. Wow, okay, this really screams Thief 3 to me. Like, the design of the map and even the way it is drawn, it is really similar. But what I think I'm going to do is go around the city and explore it to the fullest, and then go back to the Arcology and sort of complete all of my objectives there at once, as it were, to avoid backtracking. Okay, so I'm currently here. There are apartments to be visited, or the recruitment area, and the greenhouse where I haven't been. Let's listen to the news.
Attention residents of Old Cairo. The particle haze you are experiencing does not pose a health threat. Repeat, the haze appears to contain only mildly parasitic nanoscale fallout. Cover your mouth and nose when traveling outdoors, but rest assured, the danger is minimal. Arcology scientists are presently investigating cleanup alternatives.
I think I've heard this one before.
You have been conditioned by this society. You suffer from vasana, my seekers. Hindu yogis have also warned their students of this flaw. You are too attached to the superficial and the material.
Well,
let me help you discover your
again.
true selves. Turn away from this false sense of self-limitation to know your true self.
So I guess it's like a...
Do not spread corruption and disorder. Acknowledge your responsibilities to your fellows and to the earth. Doing otherwise means you pollute the world with what Muslims have called fasad, or earthly corruption, in following a path other than the surge. Do not deny the call to order that you feel in your spirit, and you will help to eliminate fasad. Turn your attention away from creation toward that which is uncreated. Ignore the human-made hierarchies and material miseries. As you achieve this state of consciousness, you will achieve samadhi and be ecstatically transported outside the bounds and limits imposed upon your spirit by today's society's terrible disorder. Shed your worldly connections. Develop your furqan. It enables you to distinguish between true and false, between real and fiction, between order and chaos. Deep in your heart, you know the path you seek. You must relearn to access it by turning your back on this materialistic society. Shed your worldly connections. Develop your furqan. It enables you to distinguish between true and false, between real and fiction.
Already heard that. Now, to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed by the Order's word salad because they throw all those terms at you, you know, from different religions and languages, and I guess to them it makes them sound enlightened and smart, but to me it sounds more like some kind of spiritual fast food. Like, you know, they don't have a coherent... Maybe coherent is not the right word, but they don't have a distinct set of their own beliefs, but what they are trying to do is sort of incorporate all of those beliefs from other religions and philosophical systems into this one giant, amalgamation, which I already talked about, and I acknowledge that it kind of makes sense, but the fact that it makes sense doesn't mean that it speaks to me personally, which it doesn't. But then again, as I also mentioned, I'm not a particularly spiritual person, and I'm naturally sort of distrustful towards religions.
It's so good to see you again, darling. Any news about that apartment?
Apartment? Oh, that one. Already leased. Sorry.
Are you really trying to find me a place to live in Arcology? Don't you want to be able to see each other more often?
It's a lot of money. Will attract my husband's attention if I don't handle this properly. He's pretty clueless, but has started asking questions about certain expenses.
I'm stuck out here. I haven't been able to work on any of my poetry. I was always meant to be an Arcology citizen. No one here will ever appreciate my writing.
I will, sweetie. Hey, thanks for being here for me. I love this, and I love us. But you know that I've got to get back. I'll send word when I find an apartment.
If only I could get away from all this. I just know I could be a poet. I just don't know how much longer I can wait. This plague is all I've ever known, and I get sick so easily.
This constant haze is awful. I can't wait until I'm back inside the Arcology's atmospheric barriers.
The Harvester will discuss, okay?
What Harvester? Ah, maybe this guy.
What do I see? An exceptional young man. Modified, correct? Lovingly grown in an enclave. And now you step into the dangerous world. Stay ready, Tariq.
Am I about to get jumped or something?
Such a prize. A shame to send you straight to the chop shop. Perhaps you heard that I'm hiring a mercenary.
Yeah? I am interested in the security chief in the unmarked suite on level 108 in the Arcology. His tissues are heavy with biotech. Beta biocules, the next rev of the piezochem architecture, who knows? Maybe something beyond. I have a client who will pay handsomely to study one of his biomods.
How do you expect me to steal a biomod? Kill him and bring you the body?
Just kill him and my people in the morgue will remove the components I need. I like how you think. You will be well paid. Here, you will need this pass to enter the Arcology.
Okay, I'm definitely not going to do that.
I've always wondered what they do in there.
Especially not just at the request of this guy. If I knew, it's a similar situation to the one from Seattle, where I had the choice to kill either the lawyer or the club owner, I didn't find particular reason to kill any of them. Like, I'm not just about to kill a person just because somebody is going to pay me for it. That doesn't strike me as a particularly good reason for something like that.
For God's sake, leave me alone. Yes, I have closed the greenhouse. There was a murder there. The murder of my brother. The greenhouse will stay closed until I am certain that the Nassif family is safe.
I'm sorry about your tragedy.
Sorry? Who are you to be sorry? You killed the parent and now you come to kill the uncle? Well, the Nassif family is fighting back. Leila escaped and you won't find her.
I know your niece. She was my instructor at Tarsus Academy in Seattle. I'm not here to kill anyone.
No? Then what? Do you know who's after my family?
Everyone, as far as I can tell.
Funny. Ha ha. And meanwhile my daughter Eva goes missing at the Tarsus Academy in Arcology. All of us hunted like greasels.
Tarsus Academy?
Right, where Leila went to school. She helped her cousin get on the same track, to a decent life. Now we are targets.
Maybe I can help out. I'm on my way to the Arcology.
And you are a Tarsus man, yes? Well, perhaps you can have a word with the headmaster. I will give you my parental code, 74652. Tarsus is on level 107. Tell the fat bum I want him to return my calls. Where is my girl? Why couldn't Leila find her last night?
An interesting discovery. So Dr. Nassif has a cousin at the Tarsus Academy in New Cairo. A visitation pass will let you enter the school on level 107 of the Arcology. Find the cousin Eva and see if she leads you to Apostle Call.
So there are a lot of plot points sort of congregating inside the Arcology, but as I said, I want to...
I bet we're being targeted by the WTO. They would love to see the greenhouse fail. I just hope Eva's safe.
I want to explore the level in its fullest before going back there. Okay.
Maybe I need to get my... This is serious.
What's going on?
Are they hostile to me now or something? Or are they just...
This has got to stop.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear!
Not quite sure what the alarm is about. Because I didn't... I don't think it was me who enabled it. So... Okay, so another advertisement for the Arcology pass. I do... Oh. I didn't see them here before.
Take it somewhere else.
Cool it!
Am I not allowed to be here or something?
There we go! Toward purity! I will... It'll take more than that to stop a Templar!
To be honest, I'm not sure
You're behaving like a fool.
Why they even attacked me. So that's kind of interesting to me. I wanted to check this area here. Surveillance report, so somebody has been watching me. I guess it was the Templars? Because they got awfully agitated when I stepped close to this area, so... Some dealings with the Omar. not much information, to be honest. Okay, to be honest, also, it seems kind of ridiculous that they've been here observing the Omar from such close a distance that one of the traders actually, I think, even greeted me from his balcony to this one. So this doesn't strike me like a particularly well executed covert operation, but what do I know? In his sanctuary in the midst of the polluted monsters, I have no idea what that means, to be honest. But I do have... oh! Headmaster's secret room, so I guess it must be for the Tarsus Academy school. I think.
It sounds like operations are going well. Show those Omar beasts we will not tolerate their pollution. And that's just the first step in our plans for this city. Once the right people are running things, every citizen will wake up. They'll finally see how important the battle for purity really is.
Okay, so I guess that confirms that this is indeed a Templar hideout. And I guess they did try to kill me, so I feel justified in my attempt to rob them. Okay. Anything else that's valuable here? Okay, I don't think it's wise to exit through here. Okay, I've been here. It's this sort of sermon slash prayer area.
Why struggle with breathers when simply drinking this tonic can counter all of the nanites effects?
That's back to the Omar. I think I'm going to check the greenhouse and then go back to the Arcology. Okay, so the greenhouse is this way.
There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You could also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
I wonder if the security system here is hostile towards me. I would assume it is. To be honest, I really don't want to destroy the greenhouse, at least not without being presented with some better reasons to than it's illegal, because I've sure as hell done many things that were illegal myself from a strictly technical standpoint.
Checking, investigating specific threat.
And if anything, if this is a food production facility, it might actually be a good thing that they are running it, helping to feed the local populace. So I definitely need to learn more before I make my decision.
Close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school, but the headmaster assures me that she's safe. Still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
Okay, I'm not going to steal from them. Not until I decide I actually want to destroy this place, because if I do, then I guess stealing will be the least of my crimes. For now, I am just trying to learn more about what's going on here. You know, what exactly are they doing and why they are doing it.
Biological restoration in progress. Finished repairing damage.
Hydroponics. Okay, there's a security computer over here. Okay, I don't want to terminate the greenhouse, as I said, not until I learn something concrete about its function and operation.
Calibration disruption.
I came from here originally. Okay, that's a lot of lasers. To be honest, as it stands, the WTO hasn't really given me much reason to destroy this facility. Like, they didn't even give me a reason or an approximation of why it is bad that they are running it. They only said that it is illegal, but even in the real world, not all, like, at least to me, not all things that are technically illegal are definitely immoral. Like, for example, I am very much for recreational use of drugs, which in Poland is actually like totally illegal, and you can get in very huge trouble for possessing even a minute amount of, for example, marijuana. So I'm totally against that, but yet it's technically illegal. So I would imagine the exact same thing is true in this universe, and perhaps even to a greater degree. So just the fact that the plantation they are running here is technically illegal is not good enough. Is not a good enough reason for me to not good enough reason for me to destroy it. I'm just searching it in hope that I'll learn something new about it. You know, that it's actually, you know, poisoned food or something. That'll give me the moral justification, as it were, for destroying it. But so far I'm not seeing anything that would make it so. So I'm just going to exit. And if I learn anything more, then I'll just
infrared disturbance.
Then I'll just come back. But for now, I'm actually heading back to the Arcology.
I have to see your Arcology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
Okay, let me actually review my my objectives. Yeah, so I definitely plan to do that. I needed to go into Bay 24 anyway. I think it was the WTO tax division that wanted me to investigate it, but I definitely want to cure the plague if I can. That seems like a nice thing to do. Investigate Tarsus. That's also in the Arcology. That is currently on hold until I find a good enough reason to actually do it. I would like to do that in exchange for the biomod, but I don't have enough money to do it. So I'm not going to do that unless I learn something about the security chief that actually makes it, you know, borderline okay, like he's a crazed serial killer or something, or if he attacks me first. I think I'm going to do that because it seems a decent thing to do. It might help this child get cured of the disease, so not to mention give her some good education and chance at life. Although to be honest, it might as well end poorly for her, because after all, the protagonist himself and the others that have been studying at Tarsus in Seattle were experimented upon, so that's kind of 50-50. That is sort of compounded in the other objective, because I need to go to Tarsus school anyway. Corruption. Okay, I'm not ready to leave yet. Yeah, that's sort of coupled with the other objective inside Hangar 24. So, and that as well. Spy on the Templars. Secure vent. Okay, so I think. You know what? I think that's actually enough for this episode. I'm going to save, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.